What is up, guys? Level Up Sports Betting here, back with the fifth game show of the year. We're here with Matty Ice and Zane, who will be the contestant against Matty Ice in this game show where I gave Zane 5 bets, $25 to work with, and he made his bets going up against Matty Ice, trying to be a capper here, one of our Level Up cappers, and if he wins, he will get a subscription to Patreon for April. So this is the game show. It's NHL. There is Zane. He's Zane with us. He already did a Super Bowl show with us. Very smart supporter and contributor to Level Up. Check that Discord link in the description below, and you can get in all that action in the Discord with all of our picks and everyone's different suggestions and opinions. Lots of great stuff in that community. But right here, right now, we're going with the NHL game show. Zane and Matty Ice. We'll start with Matty Ice here and his picks. As my computer is mad slow today.
You're good. Want me to go with my picks?
Yeah, give me your picks here. Here you go. Matty Ice's picks. He's got the Blue Jackets minus 122. Jack Hughes over 2.5 shots. I think you already told me that hit already. Devils minus 107. Patrick Hornquist to score at plus 240, and the Bruins at minus 125. So, Matty, give us your reasoning on why you took these games and how are things looking so far?
Yeah, I'll start with the Blue Jackets. I'll go in order there. I did the Blue Jackets because I think Malcolm Subban's absolutely terrible. It wasn't Lincoln in the net for the Blue Jackets. For the Blackhawks, which I thought was gonna be good for the over for my counterpart. We'll get into that later. But the Blue Jackets, I trusted. They just got beat in overtime there against the Blackhawks. I thought that was a good spot against a worse goalie. I trust Korpisalo more. Better home team. I think the Blackhawks are playing a little too, out of their reach right now. They're kind of overachieving for the Blackhawks standards, and I expect regression soon. Maybe not today, hopefully today, but I expected regression soon. So that's why I went there. And Jack Hughes on the over 2.5 shots. He has 5 shots right now. I might have more, but that was easy. That was easy money. Honestly, shout out to my Empty Netters co-host Nikki Picks. Not for that play, but me and him were talking about the game, and we were talking about how good Jack Hughes has been. He's been all over the ice. The Devils have been, getting absolutely destroyed by the Sabres team night in, night out. Something has to give here. I thought Carter Hutton was going to be in net for the Sabres yet again, but they refused to play him for good reason. But that's why I bet the Devils. I thought Hutton was going to be in net, and the Devils, after getting shut out, I thought they were just going to try and pepper the Sabres keeper, which they have been with 22 shots halfway through the second. So that was my play there. And the Devils play kind of went on with that. They're down 2-1, but they're on a power play, so hopefully they could tie it. Those two bets were kind of hand in hand. Patrick Hornquist to score for the Panthers. Again, my opponent here has something in that game as well. I liked his pick. I liked my pick. It was kind of like a Batman Robin. Which one of them is going to score? I feel like both of them could score. So I was like, hey, why not choose the other guy? Other games have too many secondary scoring, and these guys have like the same 4 guys that put the puck in the back of the net. So I went there, great value, and I saw that. And then the Bruins play. I think the Bruins are, they're 0-2 against the Islanders this year. They're trying to get it. This is a good spot for them to get it back here after they just destroyed the Flyers. So I thought they were going to be have some fresh legs. They're used to seeing the puck go in the back of the net, and they were going to beat the Islanders. But that's tied 2-2 in the second, and it looks like it's going to be a sweated out type style game, which I kind of expected. So that's kind of what happened there. But all in all, decent night so far. If the Devils come back and win, it looked like a great night. So we'll see.
Cool. So those are Matty Ice's picks. He has 5 picks, of course, using $5 units there, and already has cashed the Jack Hughes over 2.5 shots. Of course, he still needs the Devils minus 107, and they are trailing 2-1. Let's go over to Zane's picks. Zane, I got it all listed out here for you here. The Blackhawks, Blue Jackets over 5.5, Panthers minus 130, Alexander Barkov anytime goal at plus 215, Red Wings under 2.5 team total, and Philip Forsberg, I'm not sure I even spelled that correctly or not, but it's over 3.5 shots at plus 135. So give me your take on why you took these bets and how are you doing so far?
Yeah, so just like Matt, I'll start from the top over here. We've got the Blackhawks and Blue Jackets. I wanted to go over 5.5 on this one. This is a match with two of the worst defenses in all of the NHL. We were anticipating the backup goalie playing in this one, and the Blackhawks have the #1 power play in the league. When you have two teams with terrible defenses, but with offenses that are averaging over 3 goals per game each, if you just go by the average, you should get to 6. So when I saw the number at 5.5, and the juice wasn't too heavy, I decided to jump on it in the morning. And at least at my book, the line did move up to 6 later in the day. So I got it early, and I liked that line. The update right now is because Zane decided to take it, this is the only score in the entire league other than Winnipeg and Montreal, which just started not too long ago. But we're at the end of the second period with no goals scored. So, no, of course. Next game, I took the Panthers money line. Panthers are at home in this game against the Stars. I'm from Dallas, love the Stars, but they are missing some firepower tonight with some of their best players out. They have their backup keeper in the game, and the last game just seemed like an anomaly to me. I believe there were over 25 shots in the second period that the Panthers put on there, on nearly 50 shots in the game, just last game. And then the game before, the Panthers had also really just peppered the net. And so their luck can only hold out for so long. I just see goals coming for the Panthers. And so, of course, whenever you put logic to something, it doesn't turn out that way. So the Panthers are down 0-1 with the Stars up in the second period. Working with that game, or working off of the Panthers really just attacking the Stars net, went with Alexander Barkov to score a goal anytime. He's the second leading scorer on with Florida, and he has just been hammering the net, just taking shots after shot in these games. So usually for these games, I like to go with props more than sides and totals. To me, it's just more predictable. And so usually I would go with the over 2.5 shots for Barkov, but it's juiced at -155, and I'm on this show today trying to win an extra month subscription for some great KBO and baseball analysis, along with continuing the hockey season with Matt over here. So we're going to go for broke, and we're going to go for the goal to be scored at any time. Next one, the next two plays also kind of go together. We're looking at the Red Wings and the Nashville Predators game. The Red Wings are just a bad team. They have a bad defense. They have a bad offense. On the other side, Nashville also has a bad defense, but a slightly better offense than that. I didn't want to play the -160 money line. That's what I was seeing all day. And over the last couple of games, I was taking a look at the game log for the Red Wings, and I think in 4 out of the last 5, they hadn't gotten over 2 goals. So, just the under for the entire game was a 5.5, with juiced towards the under at -130. Decided to go ahead and let's just fade the Red Wings at this one at -125 instead. And at this point, it is a 1-0 game, with the Red Wings having one of those goals, and they just started the second period.
Yep.
So I'm still comfortable with that. I think we're going to be okay there for now. And that goes hand in hand with the next one, which is Philip Forsberg. He has been the only really shining light for Nashville this season. I think he's got 17 points in total, but really what he does is he's the leader on the power play. He's the one that I've made some good money off of this year, just putting with the shots on goals prop. So again, this is, we're on the show, we're going for broke. At my book, the normal line was at 3 at -120. I decided, let's go for broke. I want the 4 to win anyway, so we're going to go 3.5 at +135.
I like it. So there are Zane's plays right there. We're going to keep you guys updated on the games throughout the entire night. Of course, Matt already has won that cash, but a long way to go to see if others can cash as well. So again, we can go down the list of the games going on right now. I think it's funny right now. The Senators are beating the Flames 4-1. There's 5 goals in the second period. The Senators are up 4-1, and neither of you guys are on that game whatsoever. So I think that's pretty great and pretty funny how
Empty netters. We said the Senators. Don't point that out.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Calgary traveling.
Yeah. I was too scared. I was too scared to play it, but
yep, and that's the one that looks the hottest right now, hottest game out of the bunch right now. Of course, go to our page, Empty Netters. We have a show from Monday through Friday. For the NHL, it's Matty Ice, Nikki Picks, and sometimes you even get Winter Wire around as well. So definitely check out Empty Netters every single day, Monday through Friday. So not every single day, I lied, but almost every single day.
Every weekday.
Every weekday. It's a lot of fun and a lot of great information on that show. So we're looking here at the Panthers still down 1-0 to the Stars. We have the Capitals up 1-0. Hurricanes, Lightning.
Stars just got a second.
The Stars just scored. Look at that. So the Florida Panthers bet there for who has that?
Zane does.
Of course, that would be me.
Of course, yes.
Of course.
I knew someone had it. But also you got right now, the Devils are on a power play down 2-1 to the Buffalo Sabres. So this will be interesting to see what happens here. We got 1 minute left on that power play. Predators, Red Wings tied at 1 apiece. Of course, we need the under 2.5 for the Red Wings there for Zane. What else? We got the Blue Jackets, Blackhawks. That's an intriguing game. Zane has the over for that game. Obviously, 5.5, and it's 0-0 for now. But going up to Maddie's Ice's picks, he's got the Blue Jackets minus 122. That looks a little bit safer right now going into the third period there, as that just approached the end of the second period. Canadians Jets, nobody has that game, I don't think.
That's at 8 o'clock, so we couldn't touch it. The Canadians were where we were on, so hopefully everyone's on that.
Look at that. All right, so that's where we're standing right now. The Stars are up 2-0 now. A lot of games now going to the secondary mission. So I'm watching my college basketball plays, hoping they hit. It's going to be close for my college basketball plays. But again, all the plays you can check out in Discord if you're interested in tailing any of the cappers or the community, guys like Zane and other guys in the community that do a really great job in giving analysis and their best bets out. So that's where we stand now. Again, the Devils did have a power play, but the looks like the Sabres were able to get out of that damage. There's 40 seconds left in that second period here. Again, Buffalo is home. Devils are away. What else is going on? The Capitals still 1-0 against the Penguins.
The Predators are on a power play, so we should probably see some Forsberg shots here for Zane, unless it's that type of night for Zane, which we probably should see.
Yep.
No shots.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
To be fair, Zane snagged that over 5.5 in that Blackhawks Blue Jackets game, and I guarantee you every capper in the nation has that play as well. And I literally messaged him after, and I said, "I'm so mad you took that play." I even texted Jason and said, "Am I allowed to have the same play?" That was the play I was talking about, and I was, what, I'm gonna let him have it. Good thing I let him have it because.
Well, it sounds like I'm letting myself have it right now.
For some reason, this game should be 4-4 going into the third period. But that's
Montreal's
hockey.
Second goal of the game. Montreal
Nice.
2-0.
Nice. Yeah, once you fire your coach, it's always a good time to bet that team. So looking good there.
Yeah. One of the things I love to do is just go with the shots on goal player props. One of the players I had my eye on today, I didn't pull the trigger on him. Really wanted to, was Jamie Benn for the Stars, and I think he's gone over. Usually I like to fade former All-Stars. Ben still got some time left in him though, and he's at 3 shots.
Well, I honestly thought that this was going to be 2-0 Panthers going to the third, but that's the way that happened too. I bet Hornquist to score. I mean, over 2.5 shots at a juice number. He's got 2 right now in a little parlay I got. So I gotta.
Yeah, and like I told you, I wanted to go with Barlov for his over. He was at 2.5 for his shots, but it was just juiced at 155. He's at 3 already, so that would have hit.
It's too much. It's I just want you to know it doesn't even matter what the other picks are. If Barkov scores or Hornquist scores, it looks like either of us will take the cake. So that's the game I'm watching on the side over here because if that happens, I told Zane he was lucky though because if we went Tuesday when I couldn't make it, I had the Blackhawks Blue Jackets tie at plus 300 on empty netters. That was my favorite play, and of course it did happen. But it's tough because you make certain plays and you have like a list of 10 you want to put, but you can only put 5. And usually the 5 you leave out are the 5.
Exactly. I had to, Jason, I hit you up a little bit earlier today too, just asking, can I break the rules just a little bit and take a team total under instead of a game total, just because I wanted to take the Red Wings to fade. And of course, now watch what happens. The Red Wings will win this game 3-1, where my original play would have hit, and I will, of course, be on the wrong side of it.
No, of course.
No, that play looks good. If you escape the second with no goals, I think you should be fine there. That was a good play. I thought it'd be a lot more juice than that. So good eyes on that one. I didn't even look. I thought it was gonna be like minus 150. So those are some good eyes there.
Yeah, so just going through and checking it throughout the day, and if something just sticks out, figure out why, and then jump on it.
Yeah, and sometimes you overthink things. Like on empty netters, I talked about how much I was like I don't know why people love the over in the Canes Lightning game. So I did the under 6 at plus 110, and I do my research more, and I love the over, and I changed my pick, and now it's 1-1 at the end of the second. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Right. No, I was looking at a lot of things with that Canes Lightning game, just because when you have 2 high-powered offenses, of course, that draws my attention in there when I'm doing my props. So, like, I like to look at Aho. I like to look at Stamkos. And all of those guys that I usually like to bet on that are usually at 3 or 3.5, they were down to 2.5 today. And I could have just played it heavy on that, but had to understand why. And it's because they're on a back-to-back. You would think everyone has tired legs, so there should be more shots on goal.
And more power plays. But, yeah, I don't know. But for my official plays in the Discord, it's looking like a good day if the Canadians hold on. I'd go 2-1 with the Canes Lightning over, losing most likely. But that game's still alive, so we're still chilling right now. I need the Bruins to win this third period. I'm getting antsy.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, them. I was tracking their lines for most of the day, and that was actually one of the games I had under consideration. Was taking this game at under 5.5. Obviously, glad I stayed away because they scored goals within the first. The 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. So I think they knew I was just thinking about them.
Yeah, it was 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I thought it was gonna be like a 3-1 victory, 2-1 grinded out style. But they said, you know what, let's just let it rip today because I guarantee everyone else. I wonder if Vegas is like, yo, just let some in real quick.
Yeah. The games have been a little boring. We need some ratings and we need some goals, please.
Yeah. I honestly think those Lake Tahoe games, though, those national televised games, we saw a lot of power plays. And I think they were just trying to juice for some extra goals because that Flyers-Bruins game had like 10 goals in it, and I was like, let me look deeper, and there was like 10 power plays. I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah. Those nationally televised games, I think all the players come out really amped for that. Just the scenery, it's so different. So those kinds of games, very conducive to overs, very conducive to shots.
And I do think they give more power plays because I know that the NHL knows the average regular person likes to see goals scored, and if you don't understand hockey, you just want to see goals scored. So more power plays equals more goals scored. So that's usually
exactly. You watch Americans here that think soccer is the devil, and hockey's kind of pretty close to it. So you can't do that
because Americans love high scoring games. So if you have low scoring games like hockey and soccer, and even almost baseball now, Like it's becoming more and more of a pastime than anything else.
Exactly.
So in the chat, we have Dan bringing up that the Robert Morris and Green Bay, or the Robert Morris and Detroit game just went over, and the Green Bay Purdue Fort Wayne game in college basketball has a solid amount of points in the first half. Those are my two official plays in college basketball, so definitely exciting to hear so far. But we gotta wait for this Purdue Green Bay game to conclude before anything. But it's been a crazy year really month for everyone involved lately. Sports betting has been really difficult. I've seen a lot of people struggle. College basketball, like Matt says, hockey has been really difficult because the reality is that teams play each other a ridiculous amount of times. And so that's been really, really difficult. College basketball, you have games back-to-back where teams are playing each other. Like, for example, in this college basketball game, Detroit, Robert Morris, they've played now 3 straight games against each other in 1 week. And this was a playoff game. So it's been really, really crazy during this COVID time in all of sports. But, we've had profit the last 2 nights. Combined as a group in the Discord and for the level up community. So that's really good. Hopefully we can continue going with that to tonight and moving on to tomorrow and whatever. But that's always a good sign just to get that first one out of the way on anyone's card. And I know that Kevin Davis already had a couple picks in EuroLeague basketball and cash on both of them. So now he's 3-0 in the EuroLeague. So any sport that you guys want to hear about, bet on, it's all in that Discord. So again, check that Discord. The link below in the description box. It's a lot of content, a lot of fun, a lot of great people in there. We'll definitely hear it sometimes when we lose, but it's always fun to give out the picks and bets. And right now we got Matty Ice, who's our NHL guy, and he started off the year really, really strong. It's been a little bit of a struggle right now, but things are going to start to come around because we know how good Matty Ice is. And we got Winter Wire in here saying Matty Ice out there. You got Jack here saying, what's up, guys? We'll have Dan here, Greg Gordon. So we got a lot of the clan here, and we really appreciate your support because we haven't really done a show in a week and a half. I think we've all been dumps. We've all had different things going on, so it's been really difficult. But we're back. We still have Matty Ice's show daily, like I said, so definitely check that out.
That thing is amazing. That show's amazing. Bright and early, get your hockey knowledge in. We were on the Senators. We had Backstrom to score. Lots of just good banter. Fade Nikki picks, but follow me. But also, if you like to wake up and see money in your account, join the Discord and just follow. I don't know if he's on my left or my right. Follow Jason Radowitz on his KBO plays because they're overnight, and you'll wake up to some money in your account because he's the best KBO handicapper this side of the Mississippi. And
we do have CPBL coming in early March or mid-March. So in 2 weeks, we're going to have actual baseball to bet on. And with March Madness, of course, in college basketball, there's not going to be that many games. Like there's going to be breaks of games in college basketball, especially with a lot of other tournaments not going on or playing. So when there is no college basketball, I'm looking at CPBL. I'm going to be kind of betting it. I'll give out my picks, but maybe I won't make them official right away, and we'll just see how things go before making them official. If anybody wants to join in, they can definitely join in and have some fun. But CPBL is really what got me started with all this. That's when I kind of grew into the SBR sports capper. That's how I became, bigger within the community and just as a sports capper in general. So I'm not a rookie at sports betting, but I am a rookie at giving out content and giving you guys my perspective and doing video content, giving analysis. I am a rookie on that. I'm not one of those 25-year-old, 25-year vet guys that have been doing this for quite some time that have profited 57% each year. I strive to do that. I can't guarantee it, but I strive for it. I won't be doing it, but I strive for it. College basketball definitely put a nail in my profits from baseball and football, but that's okay. Again, this is my first year doing all of this for people. And when you do it for people and you get out there, you guys can see how big the pressure is. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing this show for other, cappers out there and other people like Zane to see that it really is a challenging thing, especially not just making your bets, but then giving out your bets. I like that. That's nice. But we want to prove that like it's like what I'm doing and what Matty Ice is doing and what Winterwire is doing and what Kevin is doing is actually really hard. Like, yeah, we're gonna have some bad days. We might have some bad months. I've had some terrible months. I've had some terrible weeks. I've had some really great weeks and some really great months, and that's why I have all my supporters with me right now because they've been through both of them and know that there is consistency in the long haul, just like the stock market. We won't talk about the stock market because things are getting really, really, really
To
bad.
the moon.
Yeah, maybe not right now, but that's why I'm doing Patreon. That's why I'm getting paid doing a job. I gotta have a job. But right now it looks like the Red Wings just scored a goal. I'm not sure if anyone
No
announced
way.
it. So now
Yeah, they did. I didn't want to
to.
interrupt. Jason, you were just on a roll. I didn't want to interrupt you to
Well, I
let you know
appreciate
that
it,
my
but-
margin of error is completely gone.
You still have a chance. There in
Oh, yeah.
baseball. In baseball, I remember there were times where I would have like the under 4.5, and I would see like 4 runs in the first inning. But like again, like I would be betting on the aces, right? So like the aces would struggle in the first inning, and then just like get in a groove, and I would hit those under 4.5s when there were like 3 or 4 runs in the first inning, and that's what was most fun about baseball. And that's why like when I complain about like the NHL playing games back to back against the same teams, or I complain about the NBA or college basketball playing against the same teams, it's a lot more different than baseball because we have completely different pitchers, completely different matchups. So it's completely different compared to like the same team going up against the same team, maybe at a different home or at the same home, but that's the difference. So that's why baseball I think is more intriguing and more fun because each game is completely different from the other game. The matchups are completely different, pitcher to hitter, and it's more of a one-on-one game than a team game. I know it is a team game, but realistically, it's one-on-one. Where the NBA is 5-on-5, the NHL is the same, I guess 6-on-6 if you count the goalie. So that's the difference between baseball being played every single day with the same teams 3 times, or the NHL and the NBA or college basketball playing at the same time twice. It's so much more difficult in the NHL and basketball compared to baseball when these teams are playing against each other nonstop. So that's my little rant there. I just have to get it out there. But college basketball has been difficult. I think, and maybe you guys can definitely chime in here as I'm going on a little bit of a tangent. I think losing fans in basketball is worse than football or baseball because we have like basketball fans are literally on the court. In baseball, they're away. Like, yeah, they're a part of it, and they might get in the way of a foul ball or a home run, but they're not going to change that much. Football, it's all great and all, but like the field is completely far away from all the fans. And yes, the fans might be loud, but I don't think that really did much to like false starts and stuff. I mean, we saw it like it was kind of normal throughout the entire season this year with a smaller amount of fans. So I think basketball is losing out on fans the most. I think that's where they really become more of a factor because they're on top of the court and they like when we're taking overs, right? For an example, when we're taking overs, a road team might get frustrated with the fans and then foul more even when they've lost and the over might hit compared to like whatever, like they're going to concede because they're down 15 and they're not getting heckled because there's nobody there. So I don't know, that's my take, and it might just be a stupid take, but
I agree with you 100%. I think basketball's the same thing. As someone who played basketball, like there's something about like with getting the fans involved when you're hitting some shots, when you hear the crowd, and the crowd kind of gives you that extra motivation to take the extra leap, give that extra 10%. And also, if you watch them in the bubble, the podcast, I think Richard Jefferson was talking about it with LeBron on his podcast, where like the other team can hear what you're trying to do because there's no fans. Like it looks like an AAU tournament, and I think that makes a complete difference. Also, like you said with the 5-on-5 stuff in hockey, In hockey, it's the same guys out there every single night, playing the same teams over and over and over and over again. Whereas baseball, it's a different pitcher for the 5 games in a row, and then maybe some other guys, some fielders come in. You have a DH every now and then. Like you face different guys, you face a lefty, you face a righty. There's so many different more variables. Whereas hockey is just the goaltender most likely. Everyone else is kind of the same, and usually the goaltenders are still the same. So it's almost getting hard to cap. We're working through it, which is why I say join the Discord, because we are 100% transparent with you. We give our analysis. It's up to you to take it, and up to you to look at it and dive into it, see if you agree with it or not. Other people who say they figured out the season, they're lying to you. Even if they're 50 years old and say that they've been doing it for years, they figured it out. Listen, COVID-19 started last year. They did not figure it out. This is the first time we've seen something like this in sports. Maybe people went off to war, and that was like the same thing as COVID or something. I don't know what was going on. You couldn't even bet back then or whatever. But this is completely. It was more illegal, but this is completely unprecedented. We're working through it. Transparency and the culture is here. We win together, we lose together, we give analysis on every sport, and that's what you pay for. And we're gonna have winning times, we're gonna have losing times. Like I said, if me and Zane go 1-on-1 today, or for 10 days in a row, I'm not gonna beat him 10 times in a row. He's not gonna beat me 10 times in a row. You're gonna have winning days and losing days. But transparency and giving your analysis on your picks and figuring out trends and figuring out your advantages is the key. And that's what we provide in our Patreon. Jason's a mastermind at that. This dude grinds 9 hours a day doing his homework for you guys. So you get what you pay for. It's a great time. And when we lose together, but that doesn't happen that often. But we try to keep it positive. I think Zane can attest to that too.
Yeah, if I can give you the attestation from the customer perspective over here. I love that, Jason, that you brought in Matt and Josh and Kevin and yourself. I really just appreciate it because there's no way for me, my bankroll's not big enough for me to follow each and every single one of all of your plays. So I love that you guys put out your analysis. I can parse through it. I am by no means in college basketball. That's just not my game. NBA, not really my game. I've told you that guys before. Sides and totals. I'll just go with props. I'll stick there. I'll find my niche over there, and so I'll play my stuff that I like. I like to follow Josh and Kevin when they put their props out, and then Matt every once in a while. If I love your analysis and I'm on board with what you're saying, I'll play a couple of what you've got. Jason, for your plays, I know as soon as I started with the NFL with you, Again, sides and totals, not my thing, but I jumped on, threw a couple of your plays in there for a little bit less than I would play my own, but that's the whole point. And, I know with you, Jason, I ended up in profit. So for the NFL. Yeah.
Did you ever follow the KBO and the MLB when I was posting it on Twitter?
I was, yes. I don't know if you remember, but that's, I was following.
You're one of the bigger, you were one of my bigger supporters. And,
really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, trust me, I there's a lot of guys out there that follow me but never really gave out, never really responded to me all the time. But there were people like you, like Dan. You guys started with me back when I first started. And I remember, trust me, I remember the ones that would talk to me and retweet my stuff and respond, if I were to win or lose. And you were one of my bigger supporters from the get-go. That's 100%. There were a lot of guys. I don't want to leave people out that might be watching, but someone like Dan and you and Jack told me he was following me for a pretty long time. So you guys were my main supporters when I first started. And when I first started, I didn't know if this was for me. I didn't know, because there's a lot of competition out there, of course. There's a lot of people giving out picks. There's a lot of winners. There's a lot of people that are going to win. A lot of people are going to lose in a month. And I didn't know how this whole system worked, right? Am I if I have a bad month, are people going to betray me? Are people going to be pissed off at me? What's the deal here? But I recognize that the biggest thing is number one, I'm giving out my analysis, and that sets me apart from a wide variety of people out there who just kind of give out their picks. And I was doing a spreadsheet analysis on all different games, like from the MLB, KBO, and I was giving out all my picks for all of those games where you can just go to the spreadsheet and look, okay, I like this game or I don't like this game. And if you're looking to bet it live, you can see my perspective. And once college basketball, came, I couldn't really do that anymore because like what games do I choose from out of like 60? But like in the KBO and the MLB, I'll have an Excel spreadsheet and I'll make sure to like break down every single game on that slate in the MLB and the KBO so that you guys know where I'm leaning, the picks I'm taking, and like my analysis on each game. And a lot of people out there, they'll just maybe have like a system or a model, which is perfectly fine, but they just say, hey, I'm just going to like give out these picks, but they don't actually give out their reasoning. And I know a lot of people out there, for one, like Ed Pathmore, one of the guys in the Discord, he's a guy that loves when I kind of give out my analysis and give out reasoning on why things might have won or lost, because that helps him become a better capper, knowing what went wrong, what went right, and listening to what I had to say. So I think that's what kind of sets me apart a little bit in Level Up community as a whole, is that all the people in Level Up that we're giving our analysis like deeper so that you guys understand why we're taking something. And then on top of that, we have a community built with a ton of people like Zane, like a lot of others that are really, really smart as well. They might not be doing, sports handicapping as a living, but they know exactly what they're doing. They do all the research as well, and they want to win some bets too. And that's what makes them like really good. It's not just like me, Matt, Josh, and Kevin. There's other guys that are really, really bright and really, really smart that will give out their picks as well, who have hit crazy parlays, crazy good player props like Zane. And Zane's a big player prop guy, and he was phenomenal in the NFL season throughout. So once the NFL begins again, that will be fantastic. I can't wait. And we might even start to make Zane's plays official when the NFL season begins, because he has hit them at a really rapid rate, and it was really, really fun with all that. We got Gray Gordon here. It says he remembers me with Flash doing videos every day. He kept us saying we had fun. And then Dan wrote KBO first sport back from COVID. So these are my supporters. That's how most of these guys know me in the Discord through the baseball season, not necessarily the college basketball season. But I was a graduate assistant in college basketball. I do have a college basketball background. I do know what I'm talking about. My plays are always right. It's just they don't play out correct all the time. But it looks like the Devils just scored on a power play.
No way.
2-2 on a power play. It looks like it was a 4-minute power play. Am I mistaken?
Good stuff.
I need them just for my my fandom more than anything. If they lost this game, I was going to give up.
Islanders might be getting close. Islanders score. And all in the time that we were out, I think Ottawa got another. Yeah, Ottawa got another one as well.
Ooh, you really had to just ruin my momentum I had right there with the Islanders goal.
Hold on, okay.
I didn't do anything. Just so you know, that would be. Also, that would be Boston not able to keep out the puck today.
Who was it? Was it Anders Lee? I really hope it's not.
Man, I've been wanting to jump on the Lee bandwagon for a while. That guy just scares me. I don't know what it is about him.
Was it Lee or no?
Talk me into it, Matt. Can you talk me into taking his prop? Because every time I think about doing it, he just doesn't show up.
No, he's been on fire recently.
Okay.
Damn, Miles Wood scored for the Devils. I was going to pick him in.
Yeah, but the Devils, they're still on a power play, so it must have been a major that we missed.
Yeah, good. This is good. We need this. Fix this game, refs. Fix it.
Yeah, the Devils are still on a power play.
The Blackhawks get one. All right, we're not dead yet.
No.
And the Caps and Capitals are up 2-0 now.
Dude, the Patrick Kane is on a mission, man.
Damn.
He is.
He is going off.
And not too long ago, we had Winter Wire on his points total and at plus money, so that was pretty fun seeing that. Zane, is that one of the plays that you took?
No, I didn't take Patrick Kane. I did look at Kane, but his number was at 3.5 going into today, and 3.5 is just a very high number.
Yeah,
and for hockey, I only play overs. I don't like unders for that.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so I stayed off Kane today.
I feel like I lose every under bet that I ever make. But it plays with their head because if you see like a really good spot for an under, it's like, well, how do I not take it? But then you're just like, well, I can't. I lose every freaking under. Like,
The beauty of overs is that with Jack Hughes, you could be finished in the second period and not look back. The sad part about the unders is you're watching till the very end.
That's yes, but I mean, I feel like specific sports are conducive to overs and unders based on those props. Like hockey, I'm only taking overs on shots, not playing any of the unders, just because you can have a scrum in front of the net and someone could shoot it 2 or 3 times within a matter of 20 seconds, and there you go, you're done.
yeah, I wish they had that in basketball. Like, why don't they have shot totals?
Forsberg just has another shot too. So
I wish they had that.
We're getting close. We're getting close. I think we need one more.
Zane's one shot away from hitting that.
The Devils just scored.
Let's go. Was it Jack Hughes? I was going to bet him to score, and I'm going to be tight.
I don't know anything about NHL, so I couldn't tell you. But the Devils just scored. It's now 3-2. It looks like the captain scored. Number 13. Who's that?
Heischer. Nice. Nico. First goal from coming back. Good for him.
Oh, he was injured?
Yeah, he came back a couple games ago, actually against the Sabres.
Yeah, it looks like Jack Hughes was on the ice during this time, but he wasn't the one that scored.
Well, yeah, it's a power play unit, so they were there.
Oh, that was still power play?
Yeah, because I think it was the 4 minutes, right?
So they scored 2
Was
goals
it a
on the
major?
power play?
Yeah, I still see 2-2.
No, I'm watching the game.
I see 3-2.
It changed.
Yeah, that's 3-2, yeah. I'm watching that game, so that couldn't be wrong. But that's his first goal of the season, so this is his first game back?
No, he's back for like 3 games. 3 games now. But he's only like 23 or something like that. He's the youngest captain in the league. Dude's a beast.
Oh, looks like
The Devils are
Pittsburgh's
bad
getting
young, aren't
close. Pittsburgh just scored.
Wow.
That was going to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, that game. I just want to just wanted to say that one was a 6.5 going in today for the over under, and it was 1-0 going into the third, and so now we get 2 quick goals, so we're at 3 total with plenty of time left in that one.
I'm gonna be so mad if the Devils win and don't make it an official play. Not for the game, but in the Discord, because I was feeling it the whole time. Yeah. I just didn't pull the trigger.
Now, what were your official plays today, so that the people know?
It was Jack Hughes over 2.5 shots for plus 130, which hit. It was the Canadians money line at minus 127. I think I got it at, and they're up 2-0. And then the third one, unfortunately, was the Hurricanes Lightning over, which not looking too good. But we're looking at 2-1 right now with the plus money play hitting, so that's good. Should have been the Devils though. If you saw me in the chat all day, I was just waiting to press. I was waiting to press it, but.
What were you waiting for? Were you waiting for a particular player to be in, a line that you wanted?
Yeah,
what was
I thought Hutton was going to start, and I wasn't scared if Olmark was in. I was, the Devils. They're just the Devils. I think my fandom kind of ruins that for me because they dominated the first period. They were out shooting them 12-2. Dominating the ice, and then they just turn it over behind the net, and they're down 1-0. Like that stuff is just what worried me. So that's why I just kind of stayed away. But I'm really wishing I pulled the trigger. And I was also when these teams who it's not that big of a difference when they win 3 in a row, the other team is bound to bounce back and steal one, which was the Devils' prime position to do. But it was their game to lose, and this was the game where I was like, what if they lose this, I'm off them for the rest of the season. But I'll sit back and watch and see how they play. But they're responding very well. So
Winnipeg just put one in on Montreal, so we got a 2-1 game there.
Kyle Connor scores a power play goal every day. It seems like too. Jeez. I'll tell you what's going to happen right now. I'll tell you what's happening in the third period. Forsberg will score a goal to tie it up in the third to get Zane as player prop and to tie the game, and then also make him nervous for the third goal in overtime. That's how I'm
of course. Gonna test me to see if I cuss on air or not.
So this Bruins Islanders game is going to come down to the wire. It's 3-2. There's only 12:30 left in the third period. So that game getting close now. As Winter Wire says, the Winnipeg goal Gray is ready for baseball season with me, so we can do the show with baseball. That would be really fun. Nobody's beating me in baseball, by the way. Maybe
May I ask
somebody
you a
will.
question about baseball, Jason?
I'm coming
Yeah.
for you, Jason. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, yeah. Ask me.
Yeah, let me ask you. Shin Su Chu just signed with the team formerly known as the SK Wyverns today.
Yes.
What does that do? If you have any idea for what that does for your analysis for KBO?
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. That team is so bad. Like, I mean, they from what I remember, they won a couple years back and they were pretty good, and then things kind of went awire. But yeah, I mean, it helps the offense. I'm not sure the offense. The offense was a problem, but it was really the pitching was atrocious. And I don't know, like, yeah, he's going to be better than like a guy like Jamie Romack. So that should be it. Should be fun to see him there. I thought he still could have played in the MLB. So him coming back and then seeing like Tanaka going to the MPB, you're starting to think. I think the pandemic really changed a lot of people's thoughts about going back to their own country and not being away from their families. But I think that it goes the other way as well. Like, what about Americans, leaving the United States to go and play overseas or in Asia or wherever? So yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. How are the Americans or the foreign players going into these leagues going to perform going to this year? The ones that are already there last year that were re-signed, they'll be fine. But what about the new guys? Like it could be a little bit of a struggle for them, for sure. It could be, but it'll be fun. Like it was a lot more fun of a league than MPB. And I'm not going to look at the Japan this year. I got to be honest, Japan, their baseball was boring, completely boring. Like I tried to watch the games. Their jerseys were like the Yankees, right? They were just like pinstripes and like it was just boring, and there was just no fun involved in any of it. And the
fundamentally sound is what we say.
Yeah,
we call it fundamentally sound.
But there was also just no consistency whatsoever. Like I would bet one game and it would go like 1-0. The next game they would go like 12-11. It was just like it was just so ridiculous. There was just no consistency whatsoever. In the KBO, there was consistency. Like the things that were supposed to happen, the NC Dinos, their bullpen was so bad that you knew they were going to let up runs. Like it just things never changed in the KBO. It was like, yeah, of course you got a couple of games wrong here and there, but things just kind of worked out. Like, all right, the NY Eagles are going to really struggle this series. It happened every time. You would take minus 1.5 for the other team, and boom, you would win. And I don't know. It was really easy to kind of cap. And I think that baseball, the analytics are more true to everything. I think like the FIP is more true than like a field goal percentage in like basketball, for example. So I think when we're looking at the baseball analytics and the baseball stats, I think that we're seeing more true stats compared to basketball. Football, I think we're pretty good with that. Football, the stats line up pretty well. But basketball, sometimes the stats just don't align at all because you could just have a bad shooting night, and like that's going to happen. But like in baseball, you're only getting 4 or 5 chances. So like, yeah, you can have a bad night, but that's also expected. Like you're supposed to go 1 for 4. Like you're supposed to go maybe 2 for 5. Or as a pitcher, you're supposed to let up a couple runs and that's it. Like, but in basketball, it's just we're seeing so much difference. I don't know. That's how I see it. But yeah, I think baseball is probably the easiest sport to cap, especially for me. So I'm really excited for baseball to come. And I don't know if anybody checked, but I looked for college baseball to bet on it, but no one has it. I don't get it. I don't understand why. Because we got all the other college sports. I know it's not nearly as popular, but I think it's still like if there was college baseball, I would get into it and I would start betting it. Yeah,
my mic was muted. To cut you off there, the Islanders in the meantime just kind of closed the door on the Bruins.
Oh, 4-2.
4-2.
Yep.
The Blackhawks game still 1-0. The Canadians up 3-1 though for my official play. We needed them to keep it going, but the Devils need to hang on here. The Panthers still have not scored, so both of our what we thought was going to be an exciting play to watch both these guys try and score. None of them have scored yet, so we're still there. And the Predators game is in the intermission, so the Penguins have tied it though. It's 2-2.
How crazy is that though? That if Florida doesn't score here, that's 6 periods not scoring a goal right there against the Stars.
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, they were shut out last game. Now you got a whole nother game. They're getting shut out, and this is the #1 team in the division right now. So
And it's I actually saw a stat. I think it was like the last 9 power plays before the game started. The Panthers did not score a goal on, and they're usually a top 5 power play in the league. They've only had 1 power play. I think on back-to-backs we usually see at least 2 or 3 per team with these tired legs. There's only been 3 power plays all game, which has been kind of surprising. I'm just watching this Panthers game getting nervous. If one of us score there, I think that's pretty much game from the way these are going. Looks like we lost Zane, by the way.
He'll come back. He had internet issues. But yeah, to go over the games, the Red Wings are up 2-1. We've got the Devils up 3-2 with just 9:44 remaining in the third period. We've got the Blackhawks Blue Jackets just 1-0 in the 5 minutes left to go in the third. So that's going to come down to the wire right there. Should be interesting to see how that works out for Matty Ice's pick here. The Blue Jackets minus 122. The Panthers also, it is 2-0. Stars are winning. So Zane does have the Panthers at minus 130 as we can get him back here now.
Hey guys.
Also, Jason, who wins if it's – I don't know if you do this math right now. If it's if the Red Wings under 2.5 hits for Zane and Forsberg shots hit for Zane and I just get Hughes and the Devils, who wins there? Because that's looking like what it might be.
All right, so the Blackhawks Blue Jackets probably wouldn't hit. The Panthers, probably not, but who knows?
I think we're both going 2 and 3 as it seems right now. The way I see it, the Red Wings still need the Predators need to shut out the Red Wings in third period. But
I mean, you also have like Barkov. Like you never know.
There's only 4 minutes left in that game, or no, there's 12 minutes left in that game. So yeah. You're right. I'm saying if that doesn't happen, I want to know. I want to know what happens if we both go 2 and 3 on those 2 plays because the numbers are similar. We both have a plus money play and one minus.
All right, so let's say for Zane, if the over 5.5 doesn't hit, the Panthers misses, the Barkov goal misses. You have the let's say the Red Wings under 2.5 hits,
and Forsberg
over 3.5.
Yeah,
shots hits. Zane would be negative $4.25.
Okay.
Now we go to you have the Bruins probably wouldn't hit, so that's going to be a no. Hornquist will score.
No.
You know, we'll say no for now. We'll say the Devils would let's say yes for now. They're up. I probably jinxed it. So
thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. And, let's say the Blue Jackets. You want to say the Blue Jackets lose?
Yeah. Just we both go 2 and 3. There's only 4 minutes left in that game.
So you would lose $3.83, and Zane would lose $4.25. You would win in that scenario.
Well, both of us would lose technically, but
I would just lose more.
Also, the Bruins just gave up the Bruins were on a power
play.
The
Islanders just went up 5-2. So
it was a shorthanded goal.
News for you.
It was a shorthanded goal too.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's ugly. So we're now the Blackhawks Blue Jackets.
I'm never cheering for anyone to lose, so I don't like saying that. That's good for me. I don't like for anyone to lose.
Fair. So we got the Blue Jackets and Blackhawks. There's just 4 minutes remaining in that game, so that's going to be the first one that we're going to be sweating out here live on the show. Just got a face-off, so 4 minutes to go in that game where we have the Chicago Blackhawks up 1-0 against the Blue Jackets. That's what we got going here. Matty Ice needs the Blue Jackets to score here.
Nice. That'd be nice.
Zane had the over 5.5, so unless they got to a shootout and they counted shootout goals, There'd be no
No.
chance.
I mean, if you're so generous as to allow
Right?
that,
Yeah,
I think that comes to you then.
fair.
Interesting night. You know what? You know what I need?
Their
By the way-
Devils just missed the goal. They just hit the post.
I think you did jinx it, so I'm gonna go with that. But I need for my official play. This is kind of far fetched, but the official play on the over, the one play I might lose tonight, not in the game but in the Discord, the Lightning Hurricanes over. If the Lightning go up 3-1, and the Hurricanes make it 3-2, and then we get an empty netter to 4-2, that could still technically happen. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that game, even though it doesn't mean anything for the show.
Fair.
And I think Ottawa is just about to put in number 6.
Jeez, man.
Also,
And the Islanders.
did they score again?
Yep, number 6 for the Islanders as well.
That's terrible. And the Bruins have a back-to-back tomorrow against the Rangers without Panarin. I think it's a good bounce-back spot for them with Rask in net too.
That's right.
I would tell you right now, put the house on the Flames on against the Senators on Saturday, because this is a horrible spot for the Flames. They just played that tough series against the Maple Leafs, and then they played it back-to-back against the Senators traveling. I think the Flames on Saturday, a little sneak peek pick, probably will be a play of mine. They're gonna come back and bounce back in that one.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. You know, when you're getting embarrassed like this too against one of the worst teams, and if you want to make the playoffs, this is one of the teams you have to beat up on. So I could definitely see them making a real effort to go out here and just pad their stats a little. Now, I've been burned, I know, on the puck line. I've tried 2 times this year on the puck line, and both times they decided, no, that's not the day. Or I think yesterday with the Flyers, I went with the puck line. And they missed the empty netters like twice or something at the very end.
Jeez.
First of all, there was 12 power plays in that game.
Well, we have a power play for the Chicago for Chicago right now against the Blue Jackets. Power play for Chicago here. So
that's probably game
2:29 to go. So basically,
dang.
But no, you were. I'll give you credit on that one, Matt. You were all over that on the Discord chat starting in the morning. I think that was like one of the first things when I woke up. I saw a message about was, oh, we're going on the Flyers today. The Flyers are just gonna kill it. They're gonna nail it. And yeah, the analysis backed you up, and
they were spot on. They just had 12 power plays. It's like the refs were trying to keep the Rangers in, and the Rangers without Panarin had like 2 power plays. Let me see. I'm looking at it right now. There were 8 power plays for the Flyers and 5 power plays for the Rangers, which you don't see. And the Rangers had 2 power play goals without Panarin, which was very shocking to me. They shot like what's 2 out of 5? I don't even know. Almost 40%. 40%. On the power play, and they're like a 20% power play team. And they were up 4-2 with like 10 minutes left. And then
we got a lot of goals coming in at this second. It looks like Islanders get number 7.
Wow.
5th goal of the 3rd period. Capitals score. They're up 3-2. Winnipeg closes the gap, gets it to 3-2, and the Blackhawks put one in at the end over here. They're up 2-0.
Was it DeBrincat by any chance? But the Sabres are on a power play as well. So if Jason wants to jinx me and have me lose, this is the prime scenario.
There's 1:18 to go on that power play. So almost halfway there.
You know, on empty netters, I actually picked that game to go to a tie. So you know what? If it happens, at least hit that one, and the Devils can still win in overtime. So it's not the worst thing.
And a save there with 1 minute to go on that power play. So halfway through there.
This is exciting. This is so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zane, if you are ever free at 10 in the morning, which I know most people aren't, I'd love to have you on Empty Netters for a little bit if you'd want.
Yeah, well, let's set it up on date and time. I do work, got a regular 9 to 5 and things, so I'll just have to check my calendar.
Yeah, so do I, so it's kind of tough. But it's I love it. It's so much fun because it's just like so early. No one else even puts it out that early. Like it's beautiful.
How's it feel to have the Bruins pick and them being down 7-2 right now, Matt?
I'd rather them be down 7-2 than lose a heartbreaker where I thought I was winning. So you know what? I'm at least happy I thought it was over. I should have been smarter though.
It's about the same as having an over 5.5 and not coming even close.
Yeah.
2-0 game.
Oh my God, Buffalo just scored. It's 3-3.
Oh no.
They did.
4:30 to go.
That's gonna be it. Nothing else is looking.
Well, if that doesn't work for you, does that mean that I would win?
Yeah, you win if I lose that.
Oh, it's the most terrible way to win. Who's the better loser?
It started off. I was very. I thought we were gonna see a lot of wins from both of us today.
I did too. I was really happy with the picks that I had today. I know I spent quite a bit of time really just digging through the stats, digging through the game logs, and trying to find the right numbers, and they were there for me. So I'm surprised that it's not bouncing the way that it should today.
It looks like Washington just scored. Did you guys say that?
Yeah, I think Zane said that.
Cool.
Yeah, there was a whole flurry of goals like in a couple minutes. Wait. Okay, no. My score tracker just flashed real quick for Buffalo, and I was like, whoa, never mind. Oh, we got a goal for Florida. Who got it?
Oh no.
Oh,
Let's see. It was – give me a name. It was Barkov.
No way.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, that's it.
There we go.
that's a big one right there.
That is
So
it.
Zane had Barkov to score a goal here. Look at his picture right here. He has Barkov anytime goal scorer
Dang.
plus 215. That is a big, gigantic hit right there. It just says right there, comes up, goal scored by Alexander Barkov, and it's now 2-1. The Panthers are now back in the game as well, which Zane also has the Panthers on the money line.
Yeah.
So
I also don't even
one.
think I want Hornquist to score because then Zane can get the Panthers wins.
True. That is true.
Oh, man. But don't you guys want me sticking around in April for that that extra month? I would love to.
What a turn of events. I gave up on that game. I thought it was almost over.
Well, it has 6 minutes to go, but yeah.
And the bad news keeps coming for you, Matt. Winnipeg just tied it 3-3.
It was a long time in that game. We're good.
Yeah.
Although I thought they were going to fix things defensively, so not good for the Canadians, to be honest. Let me check that game out. Yeah, they're struggling. Yeah, ever since I asked what was going to happen if this is how it panned out, everything just went.
Well, so Zane still has Forsberg over 3.5 shots so far. It looks like he has 3 through 2. So that is looking pretty hot, but hasn't hit.
And they're
yet.
behind. I think it's actually better that they're behind because he's just going to pepper away. He had 1 through 1, I think, and then when they went down, he just fired 2 away pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. So now that Red Wings looks like okay. So it looks like some of the other games now that were in intermission are starting to come out, I believe, or to just go to yeah. Okay, so start of 13.
No, it was just the Red Wings in Nashville. Yeah. They started 30 minutes behind everybody else.
Yeah. So that's now 2-1 right there. So far, hanging on by a thread there for both of you, actually. This is going to be a big sweat moving on. You got the Devils here, 3-3 with 3:07 to go. But, again, Matt does have the Devils on the money line. It's not regulation. They can still win in overtime. You can still
the Panthers just tied it.
No way.
Oh, yep. Yes, they did.
I don't think it was Hornquist, though.
It was Mason Marchment.
Okay.
But now it's 2-2. Just like that.
2-2. That was fast.
So now the Panthers for Zane looks really hot right there.
Yeah, if Hornquist scores, I think he'd get the Panthers win, and I don't even think that would cover it. Also, the Islanders are another power play.
You're at 245 plus 245, and mine's at 215. So you've got like an extra 30 cents there coming your way.
Yeah, but you'd probably win the Panthers one.
You would think, but the Stars could just put them. Stars.
So the Blue Jackets have already lost, so that's now 2-0. Blue Jackets lose, so that's the first loss for Matt officially. With the Blue Jackets there, of course, another official loss here for Zane. He had over 5.5 goals in that game. That also lost. So we have 2 official losses now.
I can see this. I want you to see what I hit right when Zane finishes play. What does that say? I was so close to playing.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh no.
Oh man, yep. And that would be the ultimate troll.
Oh,
just messing with me.
I was waiting for your pick, your last pick, and I was like, I don't want to say it yet because just in case he throws one in there or something. And then I waited for you to put your pick in. And I was like, man, I hope someone breaks that tie. Hopefully Actually, I don't even know if Hornquist would even work. We shall see. Jason, does he still win if Forsberg and the Red Wings don't hit?
So Forsberg and the Red Wings don't hit, and he has the Barkov goal. Let's say the Panthers. You're saying the Panthers lose, or saying the Panthers win?
Say Panthers lose.
All right, the Panthers lose. He would be down $9.25. Now let's say the Hughes has already hit. The Blue Jackets lost.
I need the Devils to win. I think I need the Devils to win to stand any sort of chance. Obviously. Yeah.
It looks like that one might go to overtime.
Actually, so if Hornquist doesn't score, but the Bruins lose, and the Devils win, and Hughes already won, you would be down $3.83. If, let's say, Forsberg over 3.5 shots does not hit, the Red Wings under 2.5 doesn't hit, the Panthers don't hit, all those lose, but the Barkov goal stands.
Yeah,
we got a goal in Nashville.
No way.
We got a goal in Nashville, and it is by.
Dun, 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 dun.
Give me a name.
Nothing's come up here.
Holla.
Holla at your boy.
Haula. If I'm mispronouncing it. Sorry.
I said Forsberg was going to tie it up, but damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Matt, you still have a chance. Forsberg, let's say Forsberg doesn't hit the over 3.5 shots. Zane would be negative $9.25. But let's say Forsberg does hit it, then Zane would be up $2.50. So that Forsberg play is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Caps 4-2.
Wow, that game actually might even go over the over, and it was like 1-1 or 1-0 going to the third or something.
It was, exactly.
That Panthers overtime with Hornquist coming in might save me too, almost.
That's a good point. All right, so the Panthers Stars game now 2-2. Red Wings Predators 2-2. Sabres Devils 3-3.
A lot of games are tied.
Yep, a lot of games are tied right now. Now Devils Sabres are now going into they're going to overtime into regulation in that game. So the Devils now have a chance here to hit minus 107.
Panthers scored. No. It was Vetrano.
The Panthers with an incredible comeback here.
It was Vetrano. Damn.
So now it's 3-2, and the Panthers are looking really good as our favorite contestant just left. He has no idea what just happened.
Zane, the Panthers scored.
He has no idea. With 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go, that was a huge hit right there.
I wonder what the live bet was going to the third period.
But now Hornquist, he's on the Panthers, correct?
He could get empty netter or
You get
something.
that's what I was gonna say. Does he get the empty netter? Because now you have him at plus 240 to get the empty netter.
Yeah, what a shut like meltdown.
Yeah,
by
he's
the
got a
Stars.
smile on now. He heard. He knows.
Yeah, that's huge.
Oh, yeah.
He knows.
That was nice. Oh, hate to do that against my favorite team, but
That's how you knew it was gonna hit.
yep, exactly. Awesome. Okay, well, that changes things for me pretty quick. I was looking at 2 and 3, and now I could maybe go 4 and 1. That'd be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watch the Stars tie it. That's how.
Oh, yep.
You can't say
Yeah.
things like that. I learned my lesson. The hard way.
I don't know why I did. You're right.
I learned my lesson the hard way. Hornquist did get the assist
Sorry
on
to
that.
anyone that decided to tell me, and I just jinxed it. I've
Right.
done that a couple of times with my NFL props too. So sorry, everyone.
The Red Wings are actually on a power play right now as well. The Capitals are up 5-2. That overhit.
Of course it did.
That's nuts. It was 1-0, I think, going to the third.
6 goals in the third.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. All right, so the Devils just started their overtime period. There's 5 minutes on the overtime.
What a meltdown by the Stars. I wonder what the live bet was for the Panthers to come back and win.
I mean, it was the middle of the third period. They're down 2-0. I'd have to assume it'd be over plus 1,000 at that point.
The Coyotes were plus 1,600 going to the third, but that was down 3-0. So, yeah, maybe probably plus 1,000 around there.
Yep,
Jack
starting to see
Hughes
some-
is 8 shots today.
That's crazy.
Man, you read that one so well. Good job, man. Congrats on that.
I did
That's
not
awesome.
think. I thought he was gonna have like 4, maybe. 8 is nuts. He
All
probably
right,
got a couple. In his
The Devils
overtime.
regain possession. 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, let me know. I can't watch that.
They're setting up a play now. Here they go. They're about to attack. They get in. They got a shot. They scored. The Devils win.
Nice.
Oh, good stuff. Congratulations, man.
Who
Zacha.
was the
Zacha?
Pavel Zacha? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not looking good for me, but that kept me alive, Zane. So now you can't get too pretty. Just let you know.
No. Hey, man, the more we all win, the better. All right.
That's
Let's
true.
just-
I needed that for my own bankroll purposes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That's the hard part. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that realize you can be winning at over 50% and still be taking a loss every once in a while. I know that, I'm finding myself doing well, hitting above 50% on my own, but that's still not enough. I go into the negative and
Also,
more than half.
Also, you could bet the Panthers and also root for them to lose because Zane picks them in the game show you're on. But I definitely went down with you on that over 5.5 on that Blackhawks Blue Jackets game that we're not even going to talk about that you can honestly forget about because you're on fire with the other ones.
Well,
So the Panthers game against Dallas now 3-2 with 47 seconds to go in that game. So we'll see if the Panthers are able to hold it down. Panthers are 12-4 on the season, so they've had a really great start to the season for sure.
I think the Lightning probably got an empty netter over here. They're up 3-1.
Gaudreau got it. Yeah. Looks like the Panthers are going to escape. I'm watching it on my thing over here. It's 6 seconds left, and they don't have the puck. So no Hornquist, and he gets Barkov and the Panthers. That was the dagger game.
Mm.
Oh, did the Stars score? Oh, no. I thought that they shot at the end. It was really close, like a second left.
Hey. No.
Because Bobrovsky like went down. I thought he went down and it went behind him, but he went down because the horn sounded. I don't have the sound on. It looked like he almost scored.
So the Red Wings still 2-2 with 12:20 to go in that game. So lots of action there. That's going to be the game that's going to finish the latest. The Capitals up 5-2. Panthers 3-2, 34 seconds to go. But I guess Matt will keep us updated on that game since he has it with no sound on.
I think I lost now that the Panthers won and Barkov scored. So I think it's over, actually.
Yeah, it's over. 3-2. Or that game is 3-2.
No, I'm saying I think Zane got me with the Barkov goal because I have a plus 130 and a minus 107. He just got a minus 130 and a plus 215. So
okay, let's see.
That does it.
So you would be profited. He got the Forsberg?
No, he got the Barkov and the Panthers.
He didn't get the Forsberg yet. Is that correct?
Yeah. But I think he's good either way. He's definitely good either way.
Minus $3.83. Yeah, the worst that Zane can do is minus, I think, 40 cents. And the best that you can do is minus $3.83 now that Hornfist.
Yeah.
So Zane is going to be the winner. I would say we can stay on, but there's literally no point because this game is completely over. So let's recap quickly here. Zane's picks. He had the Blackhawks Blue Jackets over 5.5, which did not hit and completely missed that one. But the Panthers, with their huge comeback, propel Zane to victory. Obviously, through that, he gets the Barkov anytime goal at plus 215. The Red Wings, we'll see how that does under 2.5. And we'll see how the Forsberg plays out at over 3.5 shots at plus 135. But both of them so far, all they need is one more thing to happen or not to happen for those to be good or bad. So that's how Zane's day went, and he's going to end up winning. We have Matty Ice here. He did take the Blue Jackets who were not able to score a goal.
Terrible.
2-0. Jack Hughes got, if you would have taken the over 7.5 shots at plus 1,000 million, you would have won, but you didn't. So the Devils did score at minus 107. Patrick Hornqvist did not score at plus 240. Bruins got absolutely destroyed. So that was that. So that's basically the show. We don't really need to stay on because the games are basically we're all finished here. So Zane, congratulations. You are now the second person to ever defeat a level up capper. You definitely had a sweat, right? You definitely had a sweat. You weren't sure what would happen as the contest continued, but you found a way. The Panthers propelled you to a victory, and everything kind of just worked from there. Once Barkov scored his goal,
that was a dagger.
That was the big play right there. So give us one more take on why you took Barkov, and just let people know that are watching, why you took that game or why you took that player prop and why it hit.
Yeah, absolutely. So taking a look at while I was doing my research, I took a look at the last 3 games that the Panthers and Stars had played, and they just played last night, and the Panthers had, I think it was almost 50 shots in the game. Like they were hammering.
They did like 22 in one period. Yeah,
exactly. And so the score said 3-0, but the stats said something completely different to me. And so I saw that as more of an anomaly. Taking a look at those stats, who was shooting that puck? And it was Barkov. It was who'd you have again, Matt? Because he was definitely. Yes, exactly.
It was either him or Barkov, in my opinion, and you snagged Barkov.
Exactly. I was looking at the last couple of games they played, and at those particular players, their last 4 or 5 games in particular, how they were doing. They were really hammering the net. They were scoring the goals, and so Barkov looked like I think he had scored in the not last game because no Panther scored, but the game before he had scored as well. So he just made the most sense to me. Great price to score plus 215. Had to take it.
Yeah, I mean, if it definitely played out Again, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It hurts my ego a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. I'd love to have you on Empty Netters. You've been a good sport the whole time, and I'll get you next time. Don't worry. That's what we're gonna say.
Love to do it again. Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it. Love to keep working with this community. And if you're watching and you're not a part of it yet, join. It's free for the rest of this month and next month. So why not? That's
and Zane, I'm too nice of a guy. I wanted Zane to stay on for another month. That's what.
Hey, there you go.
No, that's good stuff. The Red Wings do score since this is going on, but he'll probably get Forsberg anyway. But all in all, good stuff.
Yeah.
All in all, good stuff.
All right, well, I think I froze, but
you did. You're still frozen, I think.
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Zane, great job, great win. I'm gonna type that in the Discord right now and congratulate you and let everyone know that you are now the second person to ever win the Level Up betting show. We'll be back on Tuesday with a basketball version. I think we'll have Kevin on the show to do that, so that should be lots of fun. So check out Tuesday again for the next show for the sports betting contest. But again, we appreciate you guys all tuning in. Great job to Zane. Big W there. Second person to ever win on the show. And we will see him in April with Patreon for free. So if you think that you have what it takes to beat Matt, Josh, or Kevin one of these days, let us know and we'll get you on here and we'll see if you have what it takes. Zane certainly does, and that's why he'll be joining us on Patreon in April. So again, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thanks a lot, and we will see you guys next time when we're live. And of course, make sure to check out tomorrow's show, Empty Netters, with Matt and Nikki Picks and maybe Winter Wire. I'm not sure if he'll be there as well, but definitely check that out for all the NHL action analysis and picks. And with that, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Sounds good.
Thank you all.
Thank you.